What caused the annoying snow on 1950s televisions? Imagine sitting in your living room in the 1950s, eagerly waiting to watch your favorite show, only to be greeted by a flickering screen filled with tiny white dots. That annoying visual noise was called snow, and it was a common sight back then. So, what caused it? Well, the answer lies in the way television technology worked during that era. Televisions in the 1950s received signals broadcast over the air using radio waves. These signals traveled through the air and were picked up by an antenna, often called rabbit ears. When the signal was strong and clear, the picture was sharp and bright. But if the signal was weak or disturbed, the picture would break up into static and snow. The snow was caused by the television set picking up random electromagnetic signals instead of a clean broadcast. The tuner inside the TV would amplify whatever signals it could find, including unwanted noise. These stray signals could come from many sources, like electrical devices nearby, atmospheric conditions, or even natural electronic noise inside the television itself. One major source was what engineers called thermal noise, which is the random movement of electrons inside the TV's circuits. The warmer the electronic components, the more this noise showed up as static on the screen. Interference from outside sources also played a big role. For example, passing cars, radios, or lightning storms could all send signals that muddled the broadcast. Sometimes, even a person walking near the antenna or turning on a lamp could cause the picture to get worse. Interestingly, some of the snow was caused by faint signals from space, remnants of the universe's beginning. These cosmic signals, although tiny, could sometimes be picked up by sensitive television sets. The technology of the 1950s was still new, and the signals were transmitted over the air using analog radio waves. Since the sets were more sensitive than modern digital televisions, they easily picked up interference if the antenna wasn't positioned just right or if the weather was bad. That's why families would often adjust their rabbit ears, moving them around or holding them in place to get a clearer picture. The snow on the screen wasn't just a nuisance. It was a sign that television was still a developing technology. It reminded viewers that the signals coming from the broadcast stations had to travel through many layers of the atmosphere and electronic noise before reaching their living rooms. Despite its annoyance, that flickering static was part of the charm of watching television in the 1950s. It was a reminder of how invisible signals from both human-made devices and the natural world were constantly interacting in the air around us.